everybody, welcome back to my channel, Counting Blessings, and I'm Jen, and today I'm going to be walking through my planner from last year. I used it from October of 2019 to June of 2020. I posted my 2020 to 2021 planner for this year as one of my first videos, and got requested for someone requested for me to walk through my last year's journal, so that's what I'm going to do today. I got it from Plum Paper. It was completely empty when I purchased it, as in the pages were blank. It is just a notebook, not a planner. And I put my little name on there, and it is made in the United States of America. Woohoo! But so I'm going to walk through it. Please bear with me. By most Plum Papers, the first page that you open up to is going to be kind of like a monthly spread. It starts with January to December, but because I started mine in October, I'm using this as a future planned type aspect. So I put stickers from November to January, and February, April, May to July, and then August and October. And then the next page it's completely blank. I used this little sticker here for a payment tracker in a sense. It came in one of my bills for my health insurance, and it has when the invoice is ready and when the payment is due. So I kept it here so I can refer back to it. Open it up. First page all look like this. It's just a very blank dot grid page, and I created the rest, as you will see here in a moment. The first one that I opened up here is going to be the credit snowball. I was in the process of paying off some of our family debt. We have a Wells Fargo credit card that we used when we had to get a new heating and air unit, and I was in the market to get that paid off by either, I think it was April or May, because I was paying a large payment for it, and that was our snowball. And luckily we had that when the COVID happened, because I was able to use that excess cash that I didn't need to make the actual base payment for, and use it to pay some other bills that needed to be paid. And it was just those 4 things that I wanted to work on were my goals for this past year. Like I said, Wells Fargo was supposed to be paid off and wasn't going to the car because my husband wanted to get the car. We want to get some of that paid off, and just, ideas, plans. But anyway, October, this layout for a month is different than what you would see normally, but I was using it a lot when I was doing bullet journaling. I would have a page of personal events, my work schedule, appointments that we're having, things that were going on, and then I had a column of our bills, and then a running to-do list. And then I would refer to this page as I would do the other things. I did have a little calendar up here, which was the month. And I used stickers from Happy Planner just to kind of make it cutesy. I am very minimalistic when it comes to this. I use minimal stickers. And then I would wake up in the morning or in the afternoon the night before, and I would do my planning for the next day. And it was plan as you go. You open it up, you go to the next space, and you plan out your day. And I was doing really good from the beginning of this month, because I did from the beginning when I started doing this, October 4th, this, I didn't have the 6th, so I didn't do Sunday, because Sunday was, for me, I would work a double, so I was at work for about 12, 13, 14 hours. There's no need to plan anything else. You get up, you do breakfast, you do family thing, and you go to work. But I did like how I would do a lot of this stuff, and it was just plan as you go. And I do kind of miss doing this type planning a little bit, because I liked putting down the weather and it just looked pretty, but it was taking a lot of my time. And as a homeschool mom and a working mom, it got to the point it was a little much. So I actually planned this entire page out, as in I had Monday written down, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday. And I was filling in as the day went. I wanted to play around with the horizontal layout of that. And then I also tried a vertical of that. And if you notice, a lot of my things just stopped getting done. I spent more time drawing than I did doing, because I wanted to keep it pretty. I went from October 23rd to October 31st. And I really love that pumpkin. It's gorgeous. And I drew it. It's wonderful. And it's just kind of like kept going this kind of layout for a very long time. November, I did a traditional calendar layout. And I wanted to do a planning of my time to see how much time I was doing for certain things, to see if I can budget my time better. I did good for about a week, and then, as you can see, nothing else. November 4th is the last time I did kind of like a write it as you go, and I wanted to do, and November 5th right there. This section down here is a smaller version of what the next page looks like. I went from doing a writing as you go to a full spread for a week. I went week of November 11th through 17th. List things I wanted to do, important days, wherever there was a holiday. If we had Veterans Day, we did breakfast at Bob Evans and honored some veterans there. My son sang at church that the 17th. We have bills that we were going to pay, and then I was going to do a breakfast and like let's eat, like the meal plan over here. As you can see, that didn't happen. I changed it up a little bit. I went a little more decorative from this to this, which, by the way, I do love this fall leaf. I drew it along with these over here. I have a Bible verse that I love right there. And then I got more things on my to-do list. And as you can see, I got some done. But once again, I was beginning more time planning out my pages and necessarily doing them. And then December is pretty much very standard to do monthly. And still the same layout, just with a little bit of a Christmas ball. And then I went from this layout to, I was drawing around and figure out what I would like, to this style layout. Still kept my to-do list, but I made it Monday through Sunday over here, so I'd have to, if something was happening on certain days, and I still had room to do this. Once again, I felt probably a lot of time drawing it out. One of my Sunday services that I got to attend at church. Beautiful layout. Granted, it was the week of Christmas. I didn't do a whole lot. And then we have January. I loved this layout. I love the fact that I drew little snowflakes, and it was fun. I liked it. I started a January memories page. David and I went ice skating in January. We signed up for martial arts, and I like that I just drew like little things. Yeah, these aren't stickers. I actually drew them. Kind of thing. I really, really, really liked it. And then my snowflakes. And this I was going to do throughout, and I didn't. And then still the same layout as from December. I had the days here. And again, I think I was doing more time setting up this and less time actually using it. Yeah. I'm into February. And then I had a thoughts page where I just took my time and wrote out my thoughts. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, all the way up through the 31st over here, that kind of thing. And then I have February. Calendar outline, just so I can, my month at a glance, pretty much. And then I had a February memories page. And again, I was going to do the little tack notes again, but I didn't finish them. But I did write some things. Yes, it snowed here in where I live, but nothing stuck. On this page, I was going to do, I want to, kind of like a bucket list almost. Didn't do it. Best made plans and all. And then on this page, still the same layout. I have a lot of pencil and things, because sometimes I'd write in pencil and then go back over in pen. Still, a lot of drawing, a lot of creating, but not a lot of doing. So I wanted to change it up again. So I tried this layout. I had a tracker that I wanted to try to do. And I think at this point in time, I was beginning to wonder if maybe I wanted to go back to a traditional planner where it had the weeks already created for me. And February is also where I put my budgeting stuff all in together with the month. I have everything together. So I have my bills, my tracking, ledger, vacation ideas. We were trying to plan around what we want to do for vacation for 2020. What it was going to cost if we wanted to do, we love cruising, but cruises that we were looking at, ports that we wanted to take it from, and we decided not to do that. Luckily we did, because, well, hey, Corona. My February thoughts page. Somebody just walked by my front door and it's open and my dog barked, so I am so sorry. But then my thoughts, and then we have March. And March is when everything went crazy, we all know. But once again, I started something new here, drew that out, and March was, I had every intention of throwing little clovers because, you know, St. Patty's Day, and Oh, man. March was a good month. But, March memories, I had them just like posted out. I didn't quite get the post-it notes done yet. But hey, that's life. And once again, because of February, this layout right here, I changed it up a little bit. And like I said, I was playing around with the idea of going back to a traditional planner. And I was thinking about doing one of Plum Paper's planners. So I drew up their layout on here to see if it would work for me. And I think this was the priorities, vertical priorities. I kept my, kind of the way I did my days and stuff. So that's me. But I had goals that I wanted to do, due dates if I had bills, important dates and that kind of thing. But I felt like it was still taking too much time to draw it out and do it. But I did pretty well with that through March. Yeah, because I think, yeah, that Sunday I was supposed to work and I didn't. The last day I worked was the 14th of this month. And as you can see, a lot more things got written down and done. Yeah, I started writing more things down because I was home. I got things done. And then I had my March bills because that was the last week in March. And then once again, my bills. And then my March thought page. Then we have April. April was Easter. He is risen. I kept a tally sheet over here. They're just little sticky notes. My son and I was taking martial arts, and we had to do it by way of Zoom. So I just kind of kept a tally of what classes we attended so we could get our stripes. Again, just a simple layout. I moved the financial page from the back of the month to the front of the month. So it's the very next, so April, and then April memories. Good too. And then this is just like a little note page that I did. I started doing maybe a habit tracker in April. Lasted for about a week. And then I went back to my original layout of just doing a day by day type thing. I figured I had the time in March. And sermon notes, 30th. I went all the way through April that way. A little bit there. I mean, I loved it. It was great. I like drawing out, practicing my handwriting and script writing. Just little notes here and there. And it was good for a little bit. But then by this was when we were getting all those sneak peeks of the new life planner. And I was playing around with, would I use it again? Would I like it again? So I did this kind of like setup just to see if I would use it. And once again, I was home. So I was able to get some things done. A lot of things were halfway started, just writing a lot of things over and over again. And I think I did this all throughout April because I went ahead, I did all throughout April and even into May. Right here. And then I messed something up on that. So I have my May tracker, all that good stuff there. I put this quote on here by Maya Angelou. I loved it. Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. I really do love that quote. I was trying to just inspire myself in a sense, and she's the one that's her quote. So I notated that. So I'm not stealing it from anybody. She said it. But my tracker for May, I think I spent more time making it and less time actually using it. But I went back to using some stickers. I've got some that I got from one of my Happy Planner sticker books. And like I said, I was playing around with going back to the life planner. So I did this kind of thing, like what I would use those pages for. My memories and thoughts over here, kind of like put them together kind of thing. And this right here, kept this the way it is. So when I started using washi tape for notating my bills so I wouldn't forget them. And there's June. That's when I started doing it in the beginning. Just going to do a quote page on that. And then my June layout. Once again, I kept the little stickers here, just a little bit. Memories and thoughts. And then I kept with this layout. I played around with doing an hourly. Like I said, I was thinking about it. And then my running to-do list with the hourlies. Some things worked, some things didn't. I went with a highlighter at this point to highlight what things did get done. And then that's that. And then these pages are just kind of my doodles and stuff, playing around with what I was going to do in July. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you, ooh, wow, that was loud. I do hope that you enjoyed looking through that. I do have a video coming up soon of my August layout of my new planner. Sneak peek. If you didn't see it, I did not continue the layout from last year. I've got, I'll show you the layout. It's a little bit different. You can actually, I have this set up. You can look through if you want to on my previous video. I'm gonna try and tag that one in here, but we'll see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Any questions, comments, write it down below. If you really like this, please subscribe. I really do want to grow my channel, and I can't do that without your help. So please, if you're interested, subscribe. Until then, bye you guys.